Hello, I'm Charlotte and this is Books and Bargains. I've gone back to Books and Bargains because Charlotte Lucy Loves just didn't feel right. So yeah, we're back to Books and Bargains. I know that not all my videos are bargains, but this one has got some bargains. First of all, this jumper that I'm wearing, it is the first day this year, I think, that I have been cold outside. I'm a hot-blooded person, so usually I don't get cold, but this I bought in the heat of summer, as you do, from a charity shop for £2.99, and yeah, I'm just glad to wear it. It is a little bit low cut here, so if I was wearing this out and about, I think I'd have to put a vest underneath it, but it'll do for now. Secondly, I really hope that these lights aren't distracting. I really love them. So I got these from Amazon and yeah, they're remote control and yeah, they're brilliant. So I'm once again sat on the floor in the book room and I actually think I might start filming most of my videos sat on the floor because it's comfier than being sat on the stool. I need to get a proper chair for in here, but this room is tiny. I think it's a nice illusion where you're watching that it looks like a big library room, but yeah, it's tiny. And secondly, it's a lot easier for me to have things spread out around me. So today I'm coming to you with an October book haul. I have a little stack of books that I've been sent very kindly from publishers. I have some books that I've bought full price, and then the biggest collection are the ones that I have bought secondhand. Not all of the books that I've bought this month are in here. There were some at the end of my Blackpool vlog, which I haven't included here. So if you want to see those gems, head on over to that vlog. But without further ado, let's get into the books. So I'm going to start with the ones that were sent to me. And these first two, I can't remember if I've already shown them you. So I'm just going to show them you again. So these were both sent to me as part of the Avon Books night that they did. I'm loving all these virtual events because most events seem to happen in London and it's expensive for me to get to London. So these have been great. And the first one of these is The Arctic Curry Club. I believe this is a debut novel from Danny Red. And there's recipes for curry. But basically she moves 1,800 miles from home, where there's northern lights, romantic husky sled rides, and it's going to have curry recipes, and so I'm looking forward to reading that. This I'm going to put on my November TBR and probably read it and make curry. And then the other book that they sent me, this isn't released till March 22, and this is A Spoonful of Murder, and it has a cat in a mug on the front. What more could you want? This one isn't released till March 2022 though, so don't expect me to read that one anytime soon. Then just today I received a copy of Isla Gordon's A Winter in Wonderland, and I've started reading the first chapter of books when they come through my door just to give myself a bit of a taste of what it's going to be about, and I've just read the prologue of this one and it's made me laugh so much. Our main character hates Christmas, and a lot of the romances that I've read before, it's been the romantic partner that's hated Christmas and it's been our protagonist that loves it and has to get them on board. But yeah, this one is the opposite way, and yeah, can't wait to read it. Then another one that came through, I don't believe I spoke to anybody about this, so I believe this was unsolicited, which can be a bit hit or miss, and this is definitely a hit. And this is Love Lockdown by Beth Recalls. It says 5 couples, 1 week, a love story like no other. This is another one of that crop of romances that seem to be coming out now that are written within lockdown. And again, I've read the first chapter and it had me laughing. This is an apartment block where somebody's tested positive, so they've locked down. And the first chapter that I've read is a girl trying to sneak out after a one-night stand and getting told that she can't leave because of the COVID outbreak. And yeah, this is going to be a load of intertwining stories. Again, want to read this one straight away, but this is released again, I think March. It's either February or March next year. And so that one has got to go to the bottom of my pile until I get through some of the ones that are released sooner. I was sent another Christmas book. I've been sent quite a few Christmas books to include in my Christmas reading guide, which will be coming in December. And this one is Gifts by Laura Barnett. This gives me very much Love Actually vibes, in that it's all different stories about Christmas gifts and they all interlink. I didn't realise that this was the author of The Versions of Us, because I didn't like that book, but looking forward to giving this one a go. And then the lovely people at Literally PR sent me My Name Is Not Wigs, or The Day I Thought Pavarotti Was a Stagehand. And this is a memoir of Angela Cobbin, who created wigs for Spitting Image, Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, The Graduate, Little Witches of Eastwick, Jesus Christ Superstar, Mary Poppins, to name a few. And I'm looking forward to reading this. I'm a big theatre nerd, and so yeah, when they reached out to me, I was like, yes, please. And I'll be on the blog tour on my Instagram for that one. Sometime in November, I'll put the date on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head the date it is. The next book that I got is Fledgling by Lucy Hope, and this was sent to me as part of Readers First. If you're not already a member of Readers First, it's not just for YouTubers, it is for everybody. They give you books to win every month, and every time you give a first impression you win 100 points. You're then entered into the prize draw to win that book, and once you've collected 2,000 points, I think it is, so 20 first impressions, you then get the opportunity to just pick a book. So I've had both of Catherine Ryan Howard's book this way. Yeah, and if you're not already a member, there is always my referral code down below. I do get, I think, 100 points if you use my code. Anyway, Fledgling, Lucy Hope. I don't know anything about it other than it's about owls, and I thought, the cover is beautiful, and I thought it would just be very wintry, so I'm hoping to put that on my November TBR. So I was really good this month at avoiding Amazon. However, the very naughty Saskia from Bookworm Nurse pointed out that this book was £2 on Amazon, and this is one that I've wanted to read for ages. So yeah, when that was £2, I got that. And then the other one I got, first of all, this cover is so freaky looking. And I picked this up because when I was at that Avon event, Fran Doricott was talking about the release of her new book. I'd never heard of Fran Doricott before, so I was Googling her name, and again, this was £2 on Amazon. So I thought I'd pick it up and give it a go. Then my lovely husband said that he would treat me to a book one day when we were in Waterstones, and I went for Jen Campbell's The Sister Who Ate Her Brothers and Other Gruesome Tales. I'm a little bit sad because I had planned to sit and read this on Halloween, and then I remembered that I'm at work on Halloween. So maybe Friday can be my Halloween. I was going to read one story a day in the run-up, and I might do that this week. Actually, that's a good idea. I'm going to go through and see how many stories are there. Oh, there's 14 stories. So if I was to read 2 a day this week, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hang on, no, it's already Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday when I'm filming this. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've got 5 days to read 14, so like 3 a day. Well done, maths. If you don't follow Jen Campbell, she's a fantastic YouTuber, and yeah, just wanted to get her book. So I did. And then 2 books that I pre-ordered. The first of these is Juno Dawson's Stay Another Day. I've already read this one. I got it via NetGalley and bloody loved it. Juno Dawson is an amazing writer. I've said before that I don't always get on with the way that she describes fat people and a lot of medical conditions she's rather tongue-in-cheek about, but on the whole, I think she has a fantastic way of writing characters, and this was no exception. This is a lovable, dysfunctional family over Christmas. What more can I say? I need to give a trigger warning for eating disorders in this one. It does have a character who has anorexia, and I think that could probably be quite triggering. And then another one that I pre-ordered from Waterstones. I'm really on the Christmas hype here, and that is The Christmas Carols, A Fantastically Festive Family by Mel Taylor Besson. And I mean, look at those sprayed edges. You couldn't not, could you? I think the sprayed edges of this are my aesthetic down to a T. Now on to the charity shop books. We'll start first with the stack that I got from the hanger at Beaumont Leys. This is a massive charity shop and it is Air Ambulance. So the first one that I picked up is Nikki French's Tuesday's Gone. I'm trying to collect the Nikki French Free Decline series, again because Jen Campbell's been talking about it. I'm a little bit of a Jen Campbell fangirl, I think, at the moment. Like, everything she reads, I'm like, yes, I want to read that. So I've been picking them up when I find them. These were all the books there are 95p. Now the next two, one especially I think I picked up because of the booktube hype, and this one because it's just gorgeous, and that is Ruthless Women by Melanie Blake. I almost bought this full price in hardback earlier in the year and didn't, and just look at those beautiful sprayed edges. So this, I think if it's the same one, it's been kind of marketed a bit like The Devil Wears Prada but for the TV world, and I mean it says on the back some of the hottest sex scenes you'll ever read, so I am well up for that. So again, I don't normally get hardbacks, but it was just so beautiful, and I am really getting into reading hardbacks in my chair, just yeah. And then this next one, I don't know why I bought it. I think it was just because it was in such good condition and it pulled me in, and I think it's a booktube darling. But anyway, this is Pandora's Jar by Natalie Haynes, and it's a signed book, and it was 95p, and yeah, I picked it up. I don't know if I'm going to read it, so if I don't, I will probably sell that on or do a giveaway. But this is what I mean about being more mindful with my spending, because I don't even know if this book, I don't know, really don't know. So then in Colville, I picked up Posh Toast. This was 50p from the Forces Support Shop, and not gonna lie, it's very aesthetically pleasing, and ooh, white bean, lemon and sage puree. I mean, I can't cook, so if I ever make any of these, I will share it with you, but I just like the look of it. And for 50p, wasn't going to say no. Then a stack of books that I got in the Animal Support Shop in Colville that were 20p each. The first one, The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. I've never read Emery Lord, and I think I'm a bit old for YA now. Most of the YA that I enjoy is kind of queer YA and things that didn't exist when I was a teenager. But this, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I just want to rip my own heart out, because it said Lucy has her perfect summer planned out, perfect boyfriend, perfect job and quality time with her perfect parents. Then her mum's cancer comes back and suddenly life makes no sense. And I haven't even read The Fault in the Stars because I don't know why, I love the film, but I think this is going to break me. So I don't know why I bought it, other than mint condition, 20p. Another one on that is Lola and the Boy Next Door. I really want to read this series, and I've now got Lola and I've got Isla, so I'm looking out for Anna and the French Kiss. I've heard these are problematic. I've heard they haven't aged well, and yet there's something about me that wants to read them. So let's just skip straight over that one. I then picked up A Perfect Paris Christmas by Mandy Baggett, because I obviously don't have enough Christmas books. I have a stack here, a literal stack of unread Christmas books, and yet I bought another one. And then the last one, and then the last one I also bought for 20p, and that is The Loveliest Chocolate Shop in Paris by Jenny Colgan. Jenny Colgan is one of the authors that I am collecting, and I think I've got about 3 more books of hers to get now, and then I've got the lot. So 20p, perfect condition, that was coming home with me. Then when I was in Morrisons, because you can't even go food shopping these days without tripping and falling and buying some books, I picked up 3 books from their charity table. I have been taking my books there, and it's so nice to see, because I'd say about 80% of the time the books are rubbish. Like really, really tatty paper books. And I mean, there's books there that have been there I think a good year now and nobody's picked them up. So tonight when we're in Morrisons shopping, I dropped some books off at the beginning and they were all gone by the time I finished my food shop. And Morrisons wasn't even that busy, but people know that I bring the good books. Anyway, so these are all 50p each. And the first one I picked up was The Mistletoe Murder and Other Stories by P.D. James. Again, another Christmas book that I clearly needed. I then picked up The Vets at Hope Green because it just sounded sweet. Girl moves from London to the village and there's animals and yeah. And then this one I'm really excited by. So I've said before about I don't make a habit of buying hardbacks, but when I saw this for 50p, I couldn't not get it. This is again another collection that I haven't started reading, but I'm collecting. And that's The Missing Sister by Lucinda Riley. This is like 20 quid and still on the shelves. And I don't know whether this is just an anxiety thing, because I'm now thinking, was this meant to be there or had somebody stolen it from the shop and put it on there? But I paid 50p for it. And yeah, mint condition. And I'm looking forward to starting these books. I'm going to start next year. So wish me luck. And then last but not least, I picked up 2 books this month when I was volunteering. And I think just the 2, I say just the 2, these were the 2 that I picked up in the shop that I volunteer in. But I'm really excited about both of these. And the first one is Isabella Tree's Wilding. I don't know whether it's just that I'm lazy and I hate the thought of having to cut grass, but I'm really, really up for the idea of wilding my garden. And yeah, so looking forward to reading that. And then last but by no means least, and one book that I am so happy to have got my hands on, and this is Bookworm by Lucy Mangan, a memoir of childhood reading. One of my favourite books of, was it last year I read it, or it could have been early this year, it was Dear Reader by Kathy Rensenbrink. And this is just, when Lucy Mangan was little, stories were everywhere, and I don't know if you'll be able to see how shiny it is. And there's a little cat in the tree and a witch's hat and a teddy bear and an owl, and it's just a stunning cover. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I am 100% certain that my November haul is going to be a lot smaller. I do have some books I think coming from publishers, etc., and I think I may have a couple of pre-orders, but apart from that, I should be being good. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please have a look at all the links below. There's always offers. At the moment, you can get 60-day Scribd trial, and I will get a free 30 days, I believe. There is also the links to Readers First, and as always, my Patreon is linked below. I'm going to stop rambling now, but until next time, look after yourselves. Bye.